So this is chapter 6 that we will be having in our exam. So how many types of information, how many types of designs we have? Two types. Number one, information level design and physical level design. What is the purpose of how we can do the information level design? What is in that? How we can get the information about the tables, about the database, about using the DBDL? No, not yet. That DBDL is the part of physical somewhere. At the moment, we are talking about how to get the information about the database. From user, okay, we will go for the user, we will go for the interview, we'll talk to the user. What else we can have? We can read the view, we can have the screens, okay? Screens are the view. We have the reports. We can look at the report and then we can have Asim, just keep quiet. Teacher is talking here. So we have the reports, we have the screens that we can use. Okay, any existing system, they are already running the program. Okay, they are already having some program. So we can just go and understand that screens, we can understand that program. So basically, first step is collect the information. Okay, and as I mentioned, user view, it could be a report, it could be a screen. That will be the part of your information level design. So during the information level design, what you are doing, you are collecting information, right? You're collecting information. You're collecting information. Okay. Now, so now when we see the view, whether it is a screen or it is a report, what is on the back side of that screen? What is on the back side of that screen? Entities, the tables, okay? Jenny, if you see here, can you see some columns here? Where are these columns stored? In the tables. So every view has table on the back. Every report has tables on the back. One table or many tables? It could be one, it could be many. Okay. If you have many tables, they might be having relationships. They might be having relationship. And that is what you have to understand. That is what you have to ask the users, so that you can find it out what kind of relationship I can make with the tables. What kind of relationship we can have with the tables? Three types of relation. Number one, one-to-one relation, one-to-many, and many-to-many. Now, how you can find it out? Oh, this is one-to-one relationship. So imagine we have a department table and we have a student table. How are you going to say that, okay, one student has many departments? Is that right? One student. So one department has many students, right? Now, this is what you mean, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, a lot of departments, like when you see department,
we are talking about student and department. One student has many departments, right? No. One student has many departments? No. What is the correct way?
one department has many students.
One department has many students. That is the correct answer. Now, how we can find it out? How we can find it out? One department has, what will be the statement in English? What we're gonna say? Or how we can define that, okay, how we can define this in the tables?
The student ID will be upon key in the departments.
Student ID will be foreign key in the department table. Okay. Really? Really? This is department table, right? And this is department table, and this is department number, right? Then we have student table, and this is student ID. Huh? So how we can say that one student belongs to one department belongs to many students? Or if I read from the other way around, what I will say from here? One student belongs to one student belongs to one department. One student belongs to one department. So where I should put the department number? In the student table, I have to put department number, right? One student has exactly one department. Is it one to one or one to many? Yes, keep one to one. This will confuse you in the exam. One student is exactly in one department. Is it? Now you have to read from the other side. One department has many students. Shabab, look at this table. You look at like that. This is student ID. This is name, age. ID number 1. Oh, this is department number, right? Department number has, this is department number. Department number and name. Department number 1, 2, 3. CIT, business, marketing. Okay. So one student has one department. So this student could be student Tariq, age 20, is having CIT department, department number 1. Department number 1. We have another student, 2, Ahmad, 21, department 2. So can I say that? Can we see that? One student has exactly one department. But if you read from the other side, what is that? One department has, so because student number 3 is Al-Hijab, okay, and he belongs to 21, and then he belongs to department number 1. If you look from the student point of view, one student belongs to one department, but one department has many students. So this is like a one-to-many relationship. So please do not get confused in the exam question.
How to make it one to many?
So department is primary key, is that right? So this is always 1. This is always 1. And this department is a foreign key, right? This is always many. Foreign key, always many.
You will put it column and student and table student.
Aywa, student table will have a department column. Now, in Al-Hijab has a one column of the department. How many values I can put in that department table? In the department? 1. So Al-Hijab, one student exactly in how many department? 1 department. Is it 1-to-1 or 1-to-many? It looks like 1-to-1, right? But when you look from the department point of view, oh, this department has many students, so it's a 1-to-many.
Say it from both sides.
You have to read from the both sides, because this will be the confusing part. Because user says, when you come to my college and I say, Isma, keep in mind, one student, one department. Don't make a decision is 1-to-1. How you have to make a decision? You have to understand the whole situation. Okay, tell me, The one student belongs to one department. Okay, I understand. How about one department? No, one department has many students. You got the point? Now, when it will be one-to-one relationship?
Put the currently in the student table. Delete the table, department table from column table from student table.
Make it a table.
Okay. Isma. I want to make this table, these two tables, one-to-one relationship. Is that clear? How can I make it? La,
Just delete the column for department.
la. I want to make a relationship, but I want to make it, okay, one department, one student. Khalas. Isma.
Add the student to the department.
Khalas. I can give you another example. This is not a student table, okay? What is this table? No, this is coordinator table, okay? Coordinator table. This is coordinator ID. This is, sorry, yeah. So this is coordinator ID. So one coordinator, how many department? One department. One coordinator, one department. Another coordinator, another department. What kind of relationship is that? One coordinator, one department has one coordinator. One coordinator, one department. From both sides, I'm looking at.
One.
You got the point? How can I make sure that this is one-to-one? Yes.
You see both the primary key and foreign key.
Is it a good idea to have this one? I mentioned one department, one coordinator. Is that okay? This is not okay. It is a foreign key. Yeah, it will be a foreign key. How we can make that, okay, this is my one-to-one relationship. This is a foreign key. Keep in mind, if this foreign key is also a primary key here, okay, if this foreign key is also a primary key, for us, this is one-to-one relationship. Actually, in that case, this is the primary key, right? In that case, we don't need this column. We don't need this column. This primary key موجود. So from here, I can say here. Or from this table to this table. How is that? No, teacher, we are all confused now. No, confused. Okay. This is my department table. Is that okay? Department table, ID, department ID, name. 1, 2, 3. BA, CIT, SCM. Okay. Now we have a student table. I'll keep with this things with a student table. Student ID, name, and we agreed that we should have a department number, right? Right? And I want to make, okay, student ID number 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that primary key? Very good. Is that a primary key here? How about this one? This is a foreign key, right? And this is my, now, one student, Hamdan Khaldi, belongs to CIT, is number 2. Tariq Aziz belongs to 3, SCM. Asim sir belongs to 2. Okay. Abdullah Hamad belongs to 1. Now, is one student belongs to one department? So from this side, it is one department. One department has many students. What kind of relationship is that? Now I want you guys to make it one-to-one relationship. What is the simple way to make one-to-one relationship? Make this column a primary key. This will be a foreign key and that this will be a primary key. Make sense? When it will be a primary key, how many twos I can have? Tariq Aziz will not be in this department then. I cannot have, because this is a primary key, I cannot have 2 primary key in this table. So this is gone. Is that okay? So one department, one student. One department, one student. One student, one department. From both sides. One student, one department. One department, what kind of relationship is that? 1-to-1. Is that clear now?
We need to delete the foreign key file IXC and duplicate cell. We need to delete it.
Yani, no. If you want to make 1-to-1 relationship, what is the simple formula? Guys, what is the simple formula to make sure this is 1-to-1 relationship? Primary key to primary key. Khalas. Make sense? Primary key to primary key, because that is 1, that is 1. That is.
You delete one student, right?
Yes.
Delete one student.
Because I cannot have 2 students in one department because of the primary key.
What the student should
I don't care. He can only come one bus. There is only one seat here. This example looks confusing, right? Good. Now I change this table. I change this table to coordinator. Tell me, one department, one coordinator.
Okay, fine.
You got the point?
Yeah. You-
One coordinator, one department. One department, one coordinator. 1-to-1 relationship.
But, I thought about the student you deleted. I can delete it in an exam.
I'm giving the example now. How to make 1-to-1 relationship.
I got it the way how to make it.
Very good. Now I wanna make 1-to-many relationship. So is it possible? One student in many departments, is it possible? One student, many department. You are in many department. Asim Asab is in many department, right? In CIT, in business, in supply chain. No, it's not like that, right? Okay. So one student, one department. One department, many students. Shabab, one question. What changes I will make if one student is in many departments? Class. I allow my students to go to many departments.
Take the ID for student and put it in department. Foreign-
No, I want one student in many departments. And one department has many students.
Okay. Take the ID for student and put it in department.
Okay.
Department.
Okay, you said I make it like that.
Yeah.
Right? But
we have a
It will be
make it foreign key
Yeah, if you make that table, it will be many to me.
okay.
for the department ID. We need.
So this is student table now, okay? So I go back to student table. Student number 3 back, Ahmed Salman. Number 2. I want one student should be in many departments. Then I should have
Development table.
one student in many departments. So what I will say, should I put column here or here? What is that?
The column and development table.
The column in department table. But the department ID is primary key.
Development ID, okay.
Is a primary key.
Yeah, we will put it student ID.
Okay.
We will make,
If student ID comes here, if the student ID comes here, what will happen? One student. Yani Tariq Aziz is in 3 departments. Is that okay? What will happen to the other students? You got it?
development ID,
Make the third table.
So it is not possible, right? Because it is a primary key, so I can just remove this part. What is that here? I don't know. Okay, so I will make a third table, okay? In this third table, I will have a student ID
Development.
and department ID. So one student comes in department 2, department 3, 2 student, department 1, department 2, like that. Okay. So guys, in your question, you have to be very careful. Okay, guys? Okay. Now, what is the first thing that we have to do? Yes, sir. Mahmood? Just the question you think from your mind, I explained you. The question will come and you have to answer. So what is the first thing that we have to determine? Department. What is the next thing that we have to find it out? The primary key. What is the next thing that we have to find? Columns that depends on the primary key. And then the last thing is we have to make a relation. We have to make a relationship. Okay, we have to make a relationship. Now, this is one-to-many relationship, right? 1, 2. How we can make one-to-many relationship?
The student.
Yeah.
Take the student.
You see here in the department table, it's the department number. We added department number into the student table. So yeah. So one department can have many students. So you have student number 1, department number 1, student number 2, department number 1, student number 3, department number 1 in the student table. What is the next step? Oh, this is for many-to-many relationship, right? So we already talked about that. Here you see when you are talking to the guy, what you're going to say? A student can work in many departments. Student can work or a student can study. Actually, yeah, student can study. Student can study in many departments. An employee can have, a department can have many students. This is the example of many-to-many relationship. How many keys we have? Primary key that we can use as primary key. Surrogate key. This is alternate key, secondary, foreign key, candidate key. Okay, so this alternate key, guys, alternate key is a primary key. Secondary is not a primary key. Foreign is not a primary key. Put it here. Put it here. Put it here. Thank you. Candidate key is a primary key. Natural key is a primary key. Surrogate key is a primary key. Now we come to the DBDL. Guys, we come to the DBDL. Now, in DBDL, what we need to do, we have to have a table name, primary key, columns, and relationship. So what we have, table name, primary key, columns, you got the point? And then primary key, foreign key. Now what you have to do, you have to write it down. Which one is the alternate key that you can use as a primary key? Social security number. This is the alternate key. What is the secondary key that you can use for searching fast? The last name. Yeah, you can have a city, you can have a state, you can have, no problem. If I need one and you gave me three, I will accept it. I mean, I'm expecting one, okay? So if you give me three, I will ignore the other two. Yeah, why not? Similarly, we have the foreign key, okay, guys? Is it possible to, some people can say secondary key is the last name. Some people say secondary key is a city. Okay? Somebody say secondary key will be the last name. Somebody says secondary key could be the city. Somebody says secondary key could be the state, and somebody say secondary key could be the postal code, depending on how they want to access, how they are accessing the records, because some employees might be accessing from the postal code point of view. Some might be from state. So depending on your needs, you are creating your secondary keys. This is your ER diagram. Top is the name of the department. Then you have, what is this? Primary key, and then all the column. Keep in mind, the primary key always in the square box. You see that? Table name always outside. And these are and he's writing here somewhere. Alternate keys and primary keys and all those stuff he's writing here. So keep in mind this one. Okay, now this was our information level design. Okay, now I come to the physical level design. This was the part that was difficult for you guys, huh? If the database management system does not have a primary key, Asim, put it there or go outside. Or leave the class, go outside, and you lock the door. Abdullah Ahmad, you lock the door. Okay, talk and come down. Okay. If the DBMS does not support the primary key, what should we do? No, you have to write a program. Programmer will control all the things. Programmer has to provide the primary key functionality. Okay? If the database is not providing, then who will provide? You have to ask the programmer, hey man, do it. If we have a department, right? And I want to remove the department. The database management system will not allow me to delete the department. Why? We have a department table. In that department table, we have different departments. I want to remove one department. I want to delete one department. I will get the warning.
Okay, you need to, for another table, delete this department, not table, and go back to delete.
Yeah. So we have to move all the employees from all the students from that department to another department. And when the department is empty, you can delete the department. You got the point? That's what I'm saying. We have to move the students from one department to another department. Then you can delete that department. Department must be empty. Yeah.
Delete the student before.
If you delete the department, it will delete the student as well. You don't want to delete the student. Yani,
Which command?
delete from department.
We have,
Huh?
we have two commands for delete.
We have a delete command. Delete star from department where department is equal to CIT.
And this
Huh?
is case.
There is some other command that doesn't allow you to recover after delete. You can recover, but there is another command that you cannot recover after delete. That's why it wasn't.
If you delete and commit in some databases, delete and commit, then you cannot. Okay, guys. Now I come to the point. Shabab, we have two approaches. We have two approaches. One is top down, and the second one is bottom up. Top down is what? You have a big idea what you want to do. I want to make a sales system. I want to make a student system. That is a bigger. In the student systems, what tables I will have? I have a student table, I have a teacher table, I have a courses table, I have a registration table. You got the point? So you are working on the high level. Or in the student table, what columns you will have? This column, this column, this column, this column. Oh, in that column, which primary key? This column, primary key, this foreign key. So this is top to down. Now, top to down approach. Now we have another approach. So in the top to down approach, the big picture, right? What is the name of the system? Student system. What is the next step? Table. What is the next step? Table. What after the table? What we have? The primary key. And the primary key after that? The columns. Now we have a bottom up approach. What is on the top? Attributes. You have full column. You know, you read the report, and that report you find all the columns. Can I see some report? For example, you see here some reports. What do you see here? Do you see any table name? No. How many tables we have? Mumkin 5 tables. Mumkin 5 tables in this part. Okay. So you have to write all the columns. We have to write all the columns. So we have to write all the columns. We have to write all the columns. See, all the columns. From the column, what you're gonna make? Make this column separate table. Make this column separate table. Make this column separate table. Make sense? And then, before making the table, you have to make the primary key. From these columns, oh, this is the primary key, I'll put it in this table. This is the primary key, I'll put it in this table. This is the primary key for all the. This is the point where you go for the functional dependency. What is that? This is the place where you will go for functional dependency. So functional dependency will depend, oh, this is the primary key, this is the column dependent on the primary key. This is the column that is dependent on the primary key. And then from there you can go for the big system. Not fair. Okay, this is the what you call it. This is the Okay, this is the view. This is the report. From this report, I got these columns. Is that clear? From this report, I got these columns. Now, from these columns, I want to make the, from these columns, I want to make the tables. From these columns, I want to make the tables. Paper, pencil ready? Hamdan Khaldi is sleeping. So for Hamdan Khaldi, for only you, I am making this exercise. Just because of Hamdan Khaldi, I am making yes, Hamdan. Paper, pencil ready?
Can I take the lab exam now? Or
Who are you?
شردهم?
What happened to you? You missed the lab exam?
Yes. And I took with
Which
you
lab exam? Oh, that one.
to micro two.
Okay. So finish that class, then we'll go for the lab exam. Have a seat. You're from other lab or from my lab? From my lab. Which is this? Yes, guys. Bismillah, Sheikh, finish? No? So what we have to do is we have to write down the primary keys, okay, from this table in this part. Second primary key, item number. Third primary key, customer number. Fourth primary key, rep number. So we will write all the primary keys in this part and put the arrow keys. Now we have to check one by one. By the way, these two columns are the primary key for this table. But now, is this description depends on the order number? Is this description depends on the item number fully? So we have to say, okay, description will come here. Okay. Is this on-hand quantity depends on the order number? On-hand quantity, I have this item, I have this much quantity. Is this depend on the order number? What it depend on? So I'll put on-hand in the item number. Category of the item. Is this PZL, game or something? Is it depending on the order number? Item number. So I will put category in the item number. The price of the item depends on the order number? Item number. So I will put it in the price also in this one. Order date depends on the item number, or it depends on the order number. I have to put order date in the item number. What is the next one? Customer number. Is customer number depend on the item number? Huh? Customer number depends on the order number? Customer number is a primary. Okay?
We left it then.
Yeah, we'll do the relation at the end. Now, customer name depends on, so I have to say customer name. Rep number depends on, okay, leave it. Now, last name is with the customer num or the rep num? Last name with the rep num. First name, you see that? First name dependent on the rep number. Last name dependent on the, so this is functional dependency. Now, we have num ordered left. Number ordered.
With item number,
Uh-huh.
what?
This num ordered. I ordered 5 items, 5 quantity. Two primary key.
The last table.
In the last table, what should I have? Order num, comma,
And
item num.
depend on what.
So num ordered depends on both. In this order for this item. Right? Mumkin order number 2, I only gave 2 quantities for this item. Order number 3, I have 10 quantity for this item. So it depends on order number and item number. Yes, Samud? Do you understand? Malala, you understand? Malala, you understand? No.
Yes, I have idea
What is the idea?
to now order. We cannot find it just with the item number, and we cannot find it with order number.
Hamoud.
Yes.
Imagine this order number, this num order is yani you go to Panda, okay, and you take milk, 1 milk, okay. So you go to the cashier, he gave you the fatura. Fatura is the order. What is the fatura? That order has a number. On that order, you have an item. Milk has a quantity 1. You pay the money, you come out. You go back again, you bought 2 more bottles. What he will give you? Another fatura. That fatura has an order number. That has quantity milk, 2 quantities. You got the point? Now, milk, before you have 1 quantity. Now you have milk, 2 quantity. What is that, 1 or 2? That is the num ordered. How many number of quantity you ordered? 2. So this item number, num ordered, belongs to bus item number or bus order number or both? Both. That is why num ordered, I have order number. In this order number, I have an item number and the quantity. How much Hamoud purchased? You got the point now? Now, the 2 items. Does it have the price? That is the quoted price. In this order, he has 1 item, 1 quantity, this price. So that is the quoted price. Make sense? Now, I have another thing. Yes? Quoted price, you mean? Huh? Okay, now, order num. How to make the relationship of this order num? Do you think that we need some other column? Any primary key we can put here as a foreign key? Can we make some primary key? Can we use some primary key here? Can I use item number here? Order number has order date. Item number ही ना मौजूद. Has order line. Who gave the order? Is it मौजूद ही ना? ना मौजूद, right? Okay, so what are you gonna say? Customer number. Item number. Do we need here any other key? No? Huh? Order number has the order number here, module, order number, item number. Customer name, customer number. Do we need some here? Anyone who's dealing with a customer? Rep number. In the rep number, do we need something? Someone is dealing? Yeah, bas khalas. Bas one rep, many customer. Is that clear? Now if you see, this column order date dependent on the customer number depends on the, okay? So guys, you got the idea now? So this is how the columns are dependent. If you see, the description is dependent on the item number. On hand, category, price, they're all dependent on the item number. So this is what we call functional dependencies. Now we have all this information. I have all this information. What I can do is I can copy and I can go to my notepad, paste. I come back here. Now I have to write the DBDL. Is it okay? In the DBDL, this is the number B part. Write the DBDL of the following table. How are we going to write the DBDL? We have the functional dependency, right? Is this a primary key? Make it underline and put comma. Okay? Did we underline? What is this one? Item number. Primary key. Make it underline, put comma. Customer number. What is that? Primary key. Put it underline, mark comma. Rep number. Primary key. Underline. Item number, order number, and item number. Both are primary key. Put comma. Now, put bracket. Shabab, put bracket. Bracket and bracket. Now we have to tell the table name. What is the table name for this one? Order, very good. What is this table name? Item. What is this table name? What is this table name? What is this table name? Order like order item, order line, no problem, whatever you say. Bracket close, bracket close, bracket close, bracket close, bracket close. Mushkil, huh? How much is the point? Okay, not yet, guys. DBDL. We have done one part. What is the next part? The DBDL.
Yeah.
Primary key already underlined, so no need to write it again. So what is this next one? In this case, foreign key, FK. What is that? Customer num belongs to? Very good. What is this one? Any primary key? Any secondary key? If you want secondary key, you can give it the category, okay? If you want to, say SK, secondary key. What is that? Category. What is the next one? This one, huh? Any foreign key? Which one? Rep num. What is that? Foreign key from rep table. Anything else? That's it. If you want customer name as a secondary key, you can give if you want to. What is this one? You want to give secondary key? Just give a last name. Very good. In this table, you want to give something? This is a foreign key. We have two foreign keys, right? Which one? Belongs to? Another foreign key? Aiwa. Belongs to? Is that okay? Plus? What is this? DBDL.
Item number. Right, foreign key, is that the primary key?
Because no, both is a primary key.
Right.
But alone is has a third table. Okay, what kind of relationship we have between order and item? What kind of relationship we have? Many to many. Can you explain him? Explain him. He says one to many. You said many to many. Can you explain him how it is many to many?
Foreign key, man, to foreign key. The foreign key, like, primary key. It's not, the foreign key, the foreign key. Foreign key, many.
Yes. Is that clear?
Yes.
You see here, guys, what we define here. We define primary key, right? And then we define the column dependent on the functional dependency. What is this? Primary key. What are these? The column dependent on the primary key. You see that? What is this invoice number? What are these columns? Functionally dependent on this key. Order number, what is that? And this one, column dependent on the order number. What is this? Functional. That these columns functionally depend on the primary key, on this primary key. Same. What is this now? Primary key of two composite primary key. All these columns depends on the, so functionally dependent on this primary key. Make sense? Can you see this part? Yeah. This is DBDL, Badoon the primary keys, Badoon the keys. Make sense, guys?
What about relationship?
Relationship we already talked so many times. Okay. Now we'll go for seven. Okay, now we have something like that. Shabab, what is null value? Yes?
No value of identity.
Bus means there's nothing, empty string, khali. Okay, what is entity subtype? Small entity from the small column, small table from a bigger table. That is what we call subtype. Very good. So you have any example? Main table is person, right? And then we have, yeah, student and professor. Because some columns, if I say here title, if I say title, oh sorry. If I say title here, okay, if I say office, if I say GPA, graduation year, so this Kullo table has many columns, is that right? Now, either it will be a professor. If it is a professor, then title is professor, right? Office 001. title, lecturer, office 002. Do we need a GPA for the professor? No, khali, 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 khali. Now we have a student, number 3, Hamoud, okay, H at DCC. This age, oh, no title, no office, but his GPA 3.2, graduation year 2026. So we have 2 places empty. These are the null values. So what is the benefit of subtype?
Avoid non-value.
You see that? I said, okay, person ID and major, GPA and graduation year. Plus. And then where? You see this table, guys? So this is null. You see that? This is null. Why? Because this is a professor. Professor don't need GPA. Professor don't need graduation. Because professor is not writing the exam in the class in the college. He don't need the GPA. GPA need by the student, right? So, and then student don't have the office. Student don't have the designation of professor, assistant professor or something. So this is null. So to avoid many null values in the table, what you should do? Bas, is that clear now? So from the big table, we created a person table, we created a student table, and can you see any null value here? Now, subtype, always one-to-one relationship.
Not many times.
Subtype, always one-to-one relationship.
Can I give us example one to one?
Haza, Timoju. Only thing is you need to see. Is that right? One student, one person is a professor, and he belongs to this department, or this designation, or this office. Student, this GPA. You see that? One student, one GPA, one teacher, one room. Now, we have okay, we have 2 types of subtypes. Subtype, how many types of subtype we have? Number 1, complete and incomplete category. What is incomplete category? Huh? Okay, Shabab, what is incomplete category? Or what is complete category? Okay, whatever you have in the main table, yeah, you have in all the records are available here or here. All the records are available in both subtypes. That is what we call complete category. And what is incomplete category? Not all records are available here. Yes, not all. Look at there. What is that? What is that, guys?
It's a complete category.
If you see that, we have the records here, and is not available in any of the subtypes, right? Emma is not available in the subtype. She's not a student and she's not a professor, but she's a person. Yeah, but we are not putting, so it means this is Incomplete category.
Let's column, not,
Is it okay to make it incomplete, submit the database, it's incomplete?
You have to mention this is incomplete category. The teacher needs to know that how you say that this is incomplete.
one column not available and another column incomplete.
One record, one row, not available in both, in any of them, in the subtypes, this is incomplete.
Because we have the.
Shuf.
Yes.
This 3 number is not available here, not available here.
Oh, is here, for
For row, because she is not a student, she is not a professor. What is she? She sits in the office as a secretary. You got the point?
Yeah, but, okay, yeah, I got.
So this is what we call incomplete. So if it is incomplete, then you will have circle and single line. 2 table, right? Student table. You know, there are students who lives in the hostel, lives in the dorm, right? But not all students are living in the dorm. Some students live outside. Okay? Yeah. So I don't have a table for the students who live at home. I have the students who are in the dorm. And then I have a student table who has all the students. So I have like 20 students in the table, student table, but 3 students in the dorm table. How about the 17? Not available. Is that complete? It's incomplete. So we will write circle, and then we will write single line. Make sense? Because here I have 20, 1 second. We have 20 tables, okay? We have 20 students. Only 3 students lives in the dorm. 17 students, not available. We don't have the information of them.
So make it incomplete.
So this is, so how to define incomplete? With circle and a single line between the 2 tables.
Just how, where we put the line, because we can put before and after.
The student and the student dorm. This is 1-to-1 category, okay? 1:1. 1 student, 1:1, right?
We need to put it after the circle.
After the circle.
We put it before, it will be another,
No, 0 marks, 0 marks, bus.
because in the slides,
0 marks. Now, yes.
Zero.
Okay, now we have another thing. We have students, okay? We have students who lives in the dorm and some students no. You see that? No. Now some students, they have the thesis, and some students they don't have the thesis, right? How many nulls you have? So many nulls, right? Again, a complex situation.
Of course, complete.
Yeah. And there are certain students who are not living in the dorm and they have no thesis. You see that?
So we make another 10, please.
We will make
So
3 tables.
that is what we have to do.
Table.
So we have to make some subtypes.
3 subtypes, right?
Oh, three, كل كون. For the thesis and the dorm.
Yeah. Some living, this is the dorm,
Then you go.
and then we have a thesis.
Oh, okay.
We will take the first.
How many?
The
How many?
first table.
Huh?
We'll take a student ID.
Okay.
And name.
We have a student ID. This is the dorm table. Okay. Dorm. 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Is that okay?
The dorm have two.
Then we have students not dorm, right? They're living at home. Make sense? How many students we have? 1, 2, 3. So we have a student like 2108, 2992, 3574. So now if we have this table, we have this table and this table. Yeah, this is for the dorm.
We will make the first table for students.
For the student, yes.
Okay, yeah, we take
The main
three
student is the
columns,
table.
the first three columns, right?
First three column, is that right?
Right, okay.
Now,
For second, you take who is the vendor.
who live in the dorm? So, students who live in the dorm.
We'll take also.
We need another table, student not live in the dorm, but we don't have the data. We don't.
The dev table, teacher, the dev table.
Third table
We put it the.
is for the thesis. It's for the thesis.
Okay, we put it the name. We can't put
We
it
have
the
three
name.
students.
We can't put it the name.
Why? The name is here, module.
Oh,
يعني مناسب تحط كل شيء.
But Isma, tell me from this part, tell me, is it complete or incomplete? Incomplete, because not all the students living in the dorm, we have empty spaces. And we don't have that. You got the point?
Yeah. I
Okay.
just talk about how arrange this.
Yeah, so now you got the point. So if you see that, we have students incomplete, we have student in the dorm, and we have the senior students, right?
Yeah.
We have senior students writing thesis. Okay, student living in the dorm. So it's incomplete. So this is incomplete. That's why we have a single.
Also, okay, for this, the two tables,
Ah.
not no table, and then this.
No thesis. Yeah. So this is incomplete. This is incomplete.
Okay,
Now, how to make it a complete? For example, I have a student table in the dorm, and then I have another student table living at home.
oh, well, no,
Now is a complete one for that table. So this is, then you're going to say, you see, student not in dorm, student in the dorm. So that is a complete one. You see that here? You see this one? So double line,
double line complete.
complete,
One line is
incomplete. Make sense?
Thanks.
Now we have this relationship, huh? This relationship, right?
Fine.
This table, this square is a table. This is relationship. This is again a table. Okay? Now, if you see this one, what is that? This is table. And then these are the columns. This table has a relationship with another table, with these columns. Is it okay? I think you can you see some foreign keys here? I don't see here. Okay, now, if you see that, sometime it is possible that we have a table, order table, and we have item table. It has a relationship on another table, order item, right? So, and this item order or order line has columns, two columns, order line and quoted price. So what we should do, we should make it square, because this is also a table and this is also a relation, right? This is the table and a relation. How's your relationship between how is your relationship between order and item table? But with the help of order line. So that is why it's a relation, because that's why it's a diamond and it is a table. So we put it table like that one. Okay. And since it's a table, so we have now is a complete part, huh? This rep table is representing relation many with customers, and customer has with orders, and order has with many items, and one item has many orders. One item in many orders, one item order has many items. So this is how now. Huh?
Can we draw it?
This is how we draw it.
Can I get one example?
Can you draw?
Sure. What is this table? What is this table? Rep. One rep table has relation with customer, right? One customer has how many orders? Many orders, right? One customer has many orders. Order has relationship with item table. Is that okay?
Show us the table.
I show.
Undo it.
How's the table?
This is a okay. It's not very clear. What
It's
is that?
enough.
What is the primary key? What is?
If you see, come
Okay.
close. What is the
Also-
primary key in the rep table? You cannot see here even.
Also. Okay, this is Arab.
Uh-huh.
What's there?
Yeah.
This is what
Relation.
relation. This
Huh?
this
Nothing.
relation.
That's relation
This relation between customer.
between customer. It's just like a line. It is just like a line. You know, you put the line between the two tables.
Okay.
Yeah, chef. You have something like that, right? This is student, this is rep, this is customer, right?
Right.
One-to-many relationship. You put this line,
Okay.
you put this line, right?
Yeah, right.
So this time I didn't put, I put like this one. Oh, bus. I changed the line.
Okay, we don't have a customer number in rep table. And we
That's
just,
fine. That's why we have a relationship. How you do rep number? Do you see rep number here?
no,
But this rep number, this rep number is part of it.
we will put it the rep number with customer.
It is in there. It is in there. That's why we have a relationship.
Where there? Okay.
Because of this is the way to represent share. This is the way to represent. You know, when you go to the swimming pool, you don't wear the thobe, right?
Right.
You wear the swimming suit.
Right.
That's what it is here. It is represented like that. You don't have to have the rep number in the customer table. Because you have a line of the relationship, right?
Okay, right.
Halas.
Just the line, it's
It shows that this rep number is available inside. Your dress shows that you're going for swimming. No, halas. You don't have to put in, I'm swimming now. No, from the dress, you will come to know you're swimming.
we need one. If we have a table, you can draw it for us.
That's what I'm showing.
Not like that.
Yes, ma'am. What is this table? What is this table?
Okay.
Rep. What is this table? Rep. Rep has a relationship with customer. Is that right? Rep has a relationship with customer. Now, rep has what columns? What else? What else? You understand? First, put like this. What customer has? Huh?
One to one, one to many. Okay.
Or you can say one rep has many customers. One to M.
What can I know? If I don't have, I don't know where the.
Didn't you make the DPTL? सर लैब में इस वक्त तो मैं इस लैब में था क्लास चल रही मेरी इस वक्त दुआ करें फारिग होते मैं इंशाल्लाह पे देखते हैं यस गाइस
So, I don't know who's still, so you get it.
guys make sense
Ah, okay.
okay now we have
Do this, do DVDL table.
Yeah, you from the DBDL you are making this one.
Oh, okay.
Check. You remember that? Where is that? Did you see that? Has a DBDL module? Has a DBDL? Sorry. Okay. Can you see the DBDL now?
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
This is the DBDL. So based on this information, you are drawing the design of the.
Okay.
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 Okay. Now this is the DBDL, right? Is that clear? Please draw the picture. Tell us.